Alright, Lenian, I'm out to give you something that is just one sentence that explains how to get girls, friends, and basically any human being to like you. And it's stupidly simple. You're going to want to punch me for not telling you this sooner. It was nothing to do with your looks, your money, or your car. I mean, it kind of does, but not in a way that many people talk about. These are just your kind of your wrapping paper. But the actual gift is inside, and that is something a lot deeper. Everyone is like walking around trying to be interesting. They're participating in their punchlines, flexing their achievements, trying to stand out from the crowd. It's like watching a bunch of peacocks screaming, "Look at me" at the funeral. It's weird, it's desperate, and it doesn't look good, and it doesn't work even anything remotely that you think. The secret isn't to be interesting. The secret is to be interested, and more specific, to be relatable. And this isn't rocket science. It's a two-step dance, and if you can remember two things, you are goldmine. And you're golden at that point also. So step 1, lower the guard. The thing is, you're not a threat. You're not a salesman. You're just a guy noticing something. This is the opener. It's not a pickup line. It's not something you learn from some kind of weird pickup artist, that one-liner that will work at any situation. It's not that. It's an observation. It's the verbal equivalent of a friendly dog rolling that you can scratch his belly. You find the common enemy, the shared annoyance, the mutual experience happening right now. In this moment. That is very important. In this moment. You're not bonding over your love for 18th century French poetry. You're basically bonding over the fact that the bartender is just as slow as a sloth, or I don't know, a turtle or whatever. That's it. Just lower the guard. It's not that hard. Find the common ground, and the rest is just details. So let me just give you an example of a personal story. I'm in this resort. The bar is a disaster. It's a bigger mess than any Minecraft inventory after a creeper explosion, or just anything you want, or when you just died in Minecraft, or whatever. So let's say, for example, there's a family there. You know them by, for example, in the car that you drove to the hotel, or anyway, any type of shape or form. Or you're at the restaurant, heard that they are speaking the same language or whatever. So what I did is I walk over. I'm not weird about it. I just say, "Hey, I hope you're enjoying the vacation," and that's it. It's neutral, it's friendly, it's harmless. The guard just goes down. Anyone talking about, "Yeah, the vacation is beautiful," and whatever. That is just how it is. No one is going there, "Yeah, fuck this vacation, I'm going home tomorrow," or whatever. And I gestured to the bar. So like pointing there, just slightly, just pushing my hands there or whatever. And then I said, "Man, service is slower than anything you could ever imagine. Looks like we are all gonna be here for a while. What if you put in one big drink order together, and then we are just getting served all just faster, and nobody has to take 10 trips, and everybody just wins." That was my biggest strategy. I was pointing to the bar and saying, "Yo, the bar's a fucking mess. We're getting every single drink every 20 minutes. Let's just do one big order, and we get served faster, and that's it." And at the end of the day, the order was so fast that I needed a second person. Then I started to just talk to that other person and got the connection with them. That is also a topic for another video. So boom, I'm just not hitting on anyone. I'm not being needy, and I'm solving a shared problem. I've become a hero of the minute I've gone there. We're now a team against the slow bar. Relatable. An hour later, I'm having drinks with them, and it's that simple. Example 2. That is a very, very easy one. There's a girl at the restaurant. You see a beautiful waitress. Every guy there is probably giving it a "Hey, beautiful eyes," right? Just those weird ass smiles. She's got her guard up, so hides her own flag with a national anthem or whatever. And the nod leads with a compliment on her looks. Be different. Notice something else. Like, for example, saying, "Yeah, something about that she tries to run a marathon, how many steps she's taking," or whatever. Just something funny, something to lower her guard. You kind of just still compliment her by saying, "Yeah, she's taking a lot of steps, so she's hardworking," whatever. So you compliment her skills, not her DNA. The guard comes down a notch. It's simple. And if that is happening, and for example, she has served you, and for example, you got an extra drink, maybe, and now you just kind of jokingly say, "I bet you get hit on from every girl with a pulse in this place." But you say it as chill as you can say it. You have named the elephant in the room. You've shown yourself aware, not just another idiot in the parade. And if she says, "Yeah, all the time," you are in. You're now a relatable allies against the tide of the lame guys. And you can flirt, you can say anything you want, you most likely will get the number if you really are smooth. It is not that hard, really. You're not following a script from any weird pickup artist, you're just dancing with the situation. You found the relatable thing, her job is just like a marketplace, and you just joined her side of it. The last one is the most beautiful one that I've explained to a friend, and will do very, very more often. And that is, let's say for example, you are with your friend at the bar, and next to you is just a group of girls. How do you break in without looking like a pack of hyenas? You create a relatable invitation. You don't just go over, you manufacture a reason for you and your friends have a loud, funny, obviously staged debate about something really ridiculous. Like for example, bro, no way short hair girls are objectively more confident. And then you for example say, nah man, long hair is just a classic for a reason. Then one of you turns to the table where the girls sit and say, hey, sorry to bother you, I just need some help about this. What is your opinion? And then you just explain the whole thing about this and whatever. And the thing is, you have lowered the ground. You're not going there, hey baby, you look so beautiful or whatever. This will never work because it's fun what you're doing with this. You've just found relatability. You've made them the experts in a topic about themselves. They will either laugh and play along, and now you're talking, or they won't, and you just laugh it off and with your boys and zero loss, and that's it, and you just go home. This isn't a magic spell. It's a principle. People just want to feel comfortable. They want to feel seen and understood, not perform for a stage. It works for friends too in class. For example, say, man, this lecture is drier than a desert here. Do you watch any good shows to recover from this? It is just extremely relatable because you ask them, is a new show there or whatever, and you have just shared suffering from the lecture being so lame. The goal is to transform from strangers to allies against a common, tiny cause. A slow bar, a boring class, a bad DJ, and the thing is, once you're allies, you're basically friends, or maybe even more. Now this is not a 100% guarantee, of course not. Sometimes people are just having a bad day. Sometimes you will just fumble it, you just trip off your words or whatever. But that's fine, that is just your experience. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being better than those guys who does nothing and stares from across the room. Stop trying to be the most interesting person in the world, just be the most relatable person in the moment.